obviously, both of the men in our main event, Mike, are looking to get back to a title shot, but first they have to face each other. So let's talk keys to victory. How can Vettori get the win on Saturday night?
Yeah, let's talk my fellow countryman, Marvin Vettori. First and foremost, one thing that he does exceptionally well is he does really good with his pull counters. Does a nice little pull back and comes back in with the left hand. He's got a piston of a left hand, and sometimes he'll use that pull counter in succession 2 to 3 times, and he has a lot of success landing the left hand. So use the pull counters to draw those overhand punches out of Paulo Costa. Number 2, volume and output. When you go back to the Jack Hermanson fight, I liked what Rafael Cordeiro said to Marvin Vettori in the corner. He said, hey, don't just come back with 1 or 2 punches, come back with 3 or 4. Use that 3rd punch, use that 4th punch. I think volume and output is key. If you tie these 2 things together, use the pull counter to draw out the right overhand, make him miss, make him pay. Last but not least, take this man into deep water. Before we got to this fight week, I had this down on my list as his last key to victory. And after everything that's transpired with the changes of the weight class and all the stuff coming out of the Paulo Costa camp, I think that this is more important than ever is to take this man into deep water. I'm questioning the conditioning of Paulo Costa. Is he taking this fight seriously? Is he showing up as conditioned as Marvin Vettori? I have a lot of questions, and that's why I think this is very important for him. Take him to deep water, test his cardio, see how it pans out. And it gets even better. I'm doing the keys for Paulo too. Bring that camera on over here. First and foremost, the body work. If you go back to the Uriah Hall fight, I loved the body work in that fight. Really dug to the body, came up top with the hooks, but really when you use the body work, you're gonna get your opponent to drop his hands, gives you the opportunity to land the knockout punch, but he also has a good body kick against southpaws, and we saw that in the Yoel Romero fight. So I think body work is key for Paulo Costa. Number 2, and this is something that we haven't seen from him very much, is the fakes. You don't see a lot of fakes out of Paulo Costa, but I think that that's a good counter to how well Marvin Vettori uses his pull counters. I think if you can get some fakes going, get him to draw out that pull counter left, you can counter him with that right overhand punch, or you can come back with the right head kick. And on a side note, Marvin Vettori tends to circle to the left, so those fakes will get him to circle to the left, corral him into those power strikes. Those 2 things kind of go against each other. Last but not least, and this is one thing he does exceptionally well, be the bull. One thing Paulo Costa does great is he walks guys down. He will just walk you down in a straight line. He will eat your jab. He will eat your punches. He will taunt you. He will wave you in. Come on, bring some more. Be the bull. Lock horns with this man. Be physical. Use your physical traits. And obviously, you're going to be a lot bigger than you would be at 185 pounds. So those are my keys to victory for both men.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.